Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Welcome!
Miles Pellet Stoves here. My name is Briggs. This is my dad, Brett, and we are the two owners of this company, giving you guys some pellet stove repair videos. We're going to continue on doing repairs for the ComfortBilt HP22, and we're going to be tackling the convection fan today.
That's right. The room air fan or convection room air fan, either however you want to call it, is the fan that actually blows the hot air out into your dwelling. So Briggs is going to show you how to take this one out, how to put the new one in, and give you some little tricks of the trade, and so it'll be easier for you at home to do the repair. So, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Briggs is ready, I'm ready. Let's go to work.
Let's do it.
Pro tip! Safety, folks. Unplug your stove. And I know I get a little theatrical, but it's so important. When you get involved in repairing your stove, you usually go towards the part that needs to be fixed and you forget about this. So anyway, do this please. I'd appreciate it. And if you feel uncomfortable and you live in Lynn, Benton, or Lane County, call Briggs and I for a service call. We'll come out and take care of your stove. If you live in another state, call your local service provider. Unplug. These are the tools that you're going to need today. Follow along. Follow along. You can do an impact with a Phillips adapter and a 4mm Allen. There's that. Hold on. Then you can go the old-fashioned route, which is fine, which is a regular Phillips screwdriver and a 4mm Allen wrench. That's all you need. Is that it, son?
Pretty sure.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so Briggs is going to show you how to do it. So again, you can rewind this thing, but these are the tools that you'll need, and we're going to show you how to do it. So come along. Ready, son?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Now, son, one of our viewers tagged into us that wanted the help with this part. Who was it? Do you remember?
Todd?
Yes, his name was Todd.
Todd, all right.
So this one is for you, Todd, and I know that this part was a little bit cumbersome sometimes to take out, but anyway, Briggs is going to show you how to do it.
All right, let's do it. So, basin stove. To take this convection fan out, we're going to develop a little bit of a game plan. So, both these sides on a ComfortBilt stove for the HP22 will open.
I like it. I like those doors that come open like that.
Preliminary spots to where we're going to be focusing. Here's the convection fan right here. So we're going to do a few things before we actually start taking that out. Right here, I'm going to pinpoint these bolts. You're going to have two on each side. You'll have the same setup on the other side.
You want to go to the other side?
Of course, might as well.
Here we go.
They're going to be right here. You have both feeling around access to the fan on both sides, but to take it out, we're going to be going on the right side facing forward. We're going to have the wire connections right here. You're going to have three of them. You have for the power, and then you have for the ground. Also, what we're going to do, preliminary wise, when we take this fan out, we're going to make some room. I want to direct you guys to the control board right here. So what we're going to do, you're going to take your Phillips. You're going to go over to where the bracket holding the control board is, and we're going to be removing these screws. Set my tool to the side, take the screws to stay organized, and we're going to move this over here. Just give us more extra room, and you're going to see what I mean pretty soon. Right here, we're going to switch to the 4mm. We're going to start taking these brackets off. So we're going to start on this side. This one right here will have the ground to it. You're going to have some washers, so make sure you don't lose them. Stay organized as best you can. Put that to the side. We're going to go over here. I'm going to take this one off. Same thing. Save the washer. They can run away for you, so just heads up there. Keep that ground to the side. We're going to go over here. Do the same thing over here. We're going to be taking off these bolts, set them to the side, just as so. One more. Perfect. So over here, we're going to disconnect our last two wires, the power ones. Put them off to the side here. Now, we're going to clear it. So right here, here's the trick.
I'm going to go over here.
the fan's on a bracket and it's free because we took those bolts out. So what you're gonna do, takes a little finagling, you're gonna push it to the side, to the left side, as far as it'll go. You're gonna twist it right to about here, slowly, nicely, and take it out. And that's how you get the convection fan out.
You know, I like that fan. It comes with the bracket, everything. So if you have to replace this, it comes with the steel bracket. It's of good quality. I like it. We're going to clean this one up. We're going to show you how dirty it is. It's still good. We have a new one, but this one just needs to be cleaned, and we're just going to show you how to put it back in. Okay, friends, we're in the great outdoors. Today it's about 70 degrees. We'll take it. So anyway, here's the fan that Briggs took out. Now, what happens over the years when you're running the stove, it brings in dust, and this fan gets really, really dirty. So each year, if you take your fan out and clean it, longevity most likely will be there for you, so you won't have to keep buying one. But anyway, what happens is, here's kind of a close shot. You can see a little of the dust. There's a lot in here. There's a lot in the fins. So anyway, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can use a regular paintbrush, and you can just go through it, and then you can go through each fin. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but in those fins, it's dust. And so when dust accumulates here, it puts weight on this squirrel cage, and then this motor has to work harder, and it's a higher probability that it's going to burn out and it won't work. So anyway, use the paintbrush, or here we go. Brett's got the air compressor. So if you got one of these, this is the big thing. Do it outside, don't do it inside. Do it outside in your barn, your front porch, whatever. So here we go. We'll see how much comes out of this puppy. Not bad, but I'm going to do the fins now. And that thing is still spinning. It's still spinning. Brett's almost done. It's still spinning. That means these bearings are fantastic. This thing is still good. So give it a go. And let's go. And it almost looks brand spanking new. Now Briggs is going to put it back in. And welcome back, everybody. We appreciate your viewing in. Here we go, Briggs. You ready?
Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
You had that coffee, didn't you?
Yes, it is, Bulgers.
All right, guys. We're going to essentially be working backwards. You're going to take your long end right here of the bracket, and you're going to be going into this side right here. Now, this is a very finicky process, and it only likes going in one way at a specific angle. So what you're going to do, making sure your wires are all pushed back to the side, control board pushed back. You're going to be doing this angle right here that's tight to this bottom right corner, and you're going to be slowly sliding it as far as you can, all the way back there. Once you feel it, slide it back to the firewall, and then sometimes you might get it caught a little bit right there, but that's okay. A little finesse. Line it up with the holes. There you go. The hard part's done. So once you get past that, it's pretty smooth sailing. So what we're going to do, just start affixing the bolts to secure it. Because after all that hard work, the last thing that you guys probably want is for that bracket to move around.
So what are you putting, what wire is that?
So this is the ground, very important. Don't forget to put this on. It goes right here on those bolts. And once you have it, we're not going to be tightening it down all the way. And the reason being is because I want to get the other side set.
Okay, let's go.
The reason why I don't tighten all the way down yet until all those bolts are in is because, thank you by the way, is because if you tighten on one side and if these holes aren't aligned, then it's going to be very difficult to move that bracket. So just a heads up, just to save you a little time and frustration. So once you got it good there and they're all threaded, now you can start tightening them down. So we're going to finish up this one side.
Okay, here we go.
This front side left, this is all good. We'll close it up. We're done on that side. Come over here. and we're going to tighten this. So over here, last one right here. Then we'll tighten one with the ground. Now, I like to hold this part of the ground right here, just to make sure it doesn't slide. Tighten, good, and go nowhere. Now, over here, we're going to switch it up a little bit. Don't forget to put the brackets back to your control board right there. We want to make sure that's fixed. So we're going to go over here and we're going to line these screws.
Those are the 2 Phillips screws.
Yep. Going to line those by hand.
You know, Briggs, really at home, I mean, we're using the Impact, but at home, if you have a regular screwdriver and a 4mm Allen, just a basic, you get the picture. You can do it with basic tools.
Oh, yeah. We just like going a little fast around here, and boy, man, that threading
just
right
put
there.
It in there.
I know. Here, we're going to settle. So right there.
This is reality.
It is reality. This right here can get a little awkward. So, just because of the angle and everything else, I mean, in theory and on paper, simple. Just put the screw in. But when you're in here and you're trying to get this done, well, it's easier said than done. Now we're on a lift. Picture this actually inside home. A little bit more difficult, so just a heads up. So, just to recap, we have your fan bracketed in. It spins. Your control board's good there. You have the ground. One last thing. Don't forget to connect the power right here, folks.
Gracious.
This is just a little simple thing that's easy to forget. So just run your steps. Make sure where you're going is good. All connected right there. All good. Remove your tools. Put everything to the side. And
stick with us because there's...
Well, right there, folks, you're done. You got a lot of coffee there. You got to lay up the Folgers.
Look at, I'm still taking a picture of the stove. Stick with us. We have one more thing.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this video. We hope that it's been very helpful to you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out to help you out. So good old mutual benefit and everything else. And you know what? Again, we really appreciate you guys. Dad, do you have any last things to say?
Just real quick. You know, down the line, Briggs and I are going to have different makes and models of stoves on our channel, so you'll be able to help your family, your friends, your neighbors, just down the line. So it's a win-win situation. We're having a great time. I got a lot of energy. Briggs is more methodical, but it is what it is. Father-son team, and we're going to keep doing these videos for y'all out there, and we thank you for joining in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See you around.